So as we start our 9th meeting of the spring season, today on the 6th of June, I invite you not only to enjoy the taste and the smell of your favorite drink that you hopefully have with you, also I invite you just for a moment just to sit there and you can close your eyes or open your eyes, whatever you like, but just move your eyes very, very gently. You start, if you look to the right side, move the eyes up to the top so you can see your ceiling. Move towards the left and down towards your lap. And gently again right up. And keep these slow, slow circles for a while. And after a while you may change direction. Just do these slow eye movements for a while I tell you a little story. And I will tell you about what's behind these slow eye movements when we come to the close of today's meeting. It was about a week ago or 10 days ago, somebody reached out to me at the end of a networking event, and his call sounded very urgent. Said like, I need to talk to you, I need to talk to you. I know you've been working in human resources and I need your opinion about that. So we agreed on a meeting, and I said, okay, I'm all ears, tell me what you want to tell me. And he told me that he worked in business for many, many years, that he worked as a consultant for several years until he was made redundant. And he had developed a fantastic method to measure the human capital factor in an organization. Well, that sounded intriguing, but when I watched his face while he was talking, when I listened to his voice and what I could see from his body position, just from his shoulders, it wasn't a very happy story that he was telling me. It felt more like he had the urge of sending out a message and potentially a call for help. And what I noticed in our conversation was that he was telling me a lot of things that happened several years ago. I even learned that he had written a book about his theory, and asked him, when was this? I said that was about 20 years ago. And then he said, but nobody wanted to read it. Nobody was interested in it. And I asked him, so why now? Why do you feel this urge to talk about it now? And he said, because I feel that literally, he said, I'm running out of road. At my age, and he was even younger than I am, I think mid-60s, he said, at my age, I'm aware there is an end coming. I didn't have the best of health over the last 3 or 4 years, and somehow I want to hand this over to somebody who can run with it, because I don't have the power anymore. Wow! So that was a very, very interesting challenge. But when I listened to him and reflected again and again and again, I was asking first myself, and then I asked him, would you tell me now, when has this happened? Is this happening now? Will it happen in the future? Did it happen in the past? And for most of the time he was talking, he was very, very, very far in the past. Talking about things that happened 20 years ago. Talking about hurtful experiences that he made when he was made redundant from one of the big consulting firms. Talking about the fact that he had a head full of ideas how to make the world a better place, and no one was listening to him. So the first thing that I could do was just to listen to him and let him talk. And just by talking, and I said, tell me your idea. Tell me your idea, and imagine I'm one of the dragons in Dragon's Den, and tell me the idea in a way that you would explain it to a child or to your grandmother. And then I noticed, without even listening in detail to the story, I could notice how his face lit up, how his movements, his face expressions got more, there was more life in it. So today is another part of our little series about the feeling of overwhelm and how to deal successfully with overwhelm. And I call it, so where the real magic happens. And this is the quote of the day that I found yesterday when I was reading Neil deGrasse Tyson, fantastic astrophysicist, who said, we live in this place called Earth, and think about what you might do today or tomorrow, and make the most of it. This is what I call the power of the now. So remember when I talked about this, he's a potential client still, but it is a very interesting conversation. Remember what I told you, where he was. He was very, very deep in the past. He was dwelling in glory and a lot of hurt and pain in the past. And this is what happens to many of us, or all of us sometimes. We are in a constant dance between the past and the future. And we forget where we actually are in this, what we call the now. Now the now it's a very interesting concept, because when you ask yourself, where is now, you realize now is always moving with you. You can run, you can turn whatever you want. Yeah, this now, this moment of time is always surrounding you like a coat, like a shadow. You can't run from it. You can take a slightly wider coat that covers the yesterday and the tomorrow, or a week, last week and the week ahead. But you're always in this point in time. So the now is the only constant in your life. Why would you want deliberately to waste your energy in other places than the place that matters most, this moment in time, this constant of your life? So we are traveling, I call it a highway of time. And as we are traveling, we need a vehicle. I chose my son's motorbike. It was the nearest genuine vehicle that I could find without paying royalties to anyone. And also I think a motorbike is a very nice metaphor for a vehicle on the travel through time, because it's the one that's a little bit more, you need balance to ride it. You need more balance than 4 wheels. You're far more vulnerable than in a car with all the airbags. So you need to pay attention on your journey. You need to pay attention what's happening in front of you, which is, metaphorically speaking, the future. You need to have your eyes on the wing mirrors to see what's happening behind you. But you have to handle the clutch and the accelerator and the brakes now, here in this place, at this time. And when you ask the question, where do accidents happen? Accidents never, well, they happened in the past, but the past is the past. You had an accident in the past, you healed from it. Do they happen in the future? Yes, they may happen in the future, but you don't know when, far in the future. They're likely to happen now, just right in front of your nose. You take your eyes off the road, you take the attention of what's happening around you, and then you're likely to have an accident. Or, in a more positive way, you're likely to miss a great opportunity. You don't always talk about accidents. You're waiting at a crossroads, and you have a flow of traffic, and you're waiting and waiting and waiting. Where is my slot? Where I can fit in? If you take your attention off it, yeah, then all of a sudden the space has gone, and there is another string of cars coming, and you have to wait for the next opportunity. It will come. It will come. I just remind you of the seventh wave, one of the concepts that we will definitely come back to in this in our meetings. So the accidents and the missed opportunities, they're just here. They're just in front of our nose. And this is where we need our attention. So here is, now I get very, very directive. Here is a strategy. Master your attention. Your energy follows your attention. Keep the eyes on the road and always have your goal in mind. Always have unconsciously in mind what's your future goal, but keep the eyes on the road with all senses awareness. The eyes, the ears, the gut, whatever. And there's also one thing very important that you probably know when you drive. The peripheral vision is much more important and much more safe than the tunnel vision. A tunnel vision will only allow you to see this far. It will not allow you to see any opportunities or dangers that are coming left, right, and center. And this is also why I recommend to practice spam. Not spam, spam. These are what we did in the very beginning, the smart pursuit eye movements. The slow eye movements. The last bit, we spoke about it last time, be open for useful information. Be open to absorb all the useful information that there is, but shut out the noise. Shut out the chatter from the past. Shut out the persuasion of future maybes, whatever. Now, it seems that, we need some kind of magic to do all of this, because that was very, very directive. How do I do that? And I always have this picture of this young boy in mind that, well, magical things seem so complicated. In reality, it's all simple. And it's my role to make things simple to you and to my clients. And I love it to do this because in the end, it's something that I enjoy. And I can tell you every day I wake up with the thought, I have the best job in the world. So magic can be very simple it's sometimes just too obvious to see. Now here's the little wisdom for the day. The slow pursued eye movements, the spams. We are grateful to a gentleman called Antonio Damasio. He discovered, as a neuroscientist, he discovered a place in our brain, very deep in the center of our brain, which is called the superior colliculus. If you want to learn more about it, watch the Big Bang Theory, but we come to this another time. And he calls it the seat of the self. It's an organ that's also responsible for our social competence. It transforms perception, and this is the important thing. It helps us to transform perception into activity. So without it, we would just see things and feel them, and they would probably cause an emotion in us, but we would not get into action. But the transformation of perception into activity is what it does. And also purposeful action is happening intuitively. And there is another nice sentence from a Californian neuroscientist, Richard Crossley, who said, attention is an effect, not a cause. This is something that astonished me when I heard it for the first time. But attention is an effect of the things that happen in our brain, and that we can support with activities. So that's the power of intention, that's the power of our strong inner team fueled by our big unconscious mind. Even if you don't know how, the unconscious mind follows a program, picks up the opportunities along the way, as long as you pay attention. And this is also what it says, when the intention is there, purposeful action, what we call planned action, can happen intuitively. We do not always need a checklist. When the intention is set, our unconscious mind follows the plan. So be open, pick up the opportunities along the way. And today is a new day, new opportunities, and to open your mind further for the opportunities along the way, I hand you over to Edina now.
Thank you, Walter. I apologize, my voice is not 100, but I hope you will enjoy the meditation anyway. And now you just make sure that you sit comfortably in your chair, on your sofa, and you just start breathing naturally. Just direct your breath into the space of your body and work towards the stillness. Don't rush this step. This month is going to be an amazing journey for you. A place where real magic happens. So just close your eyes and feel perfectly safe. Your magic carpet is the sky, making sure you feel safe, fun, and letting go of the stress. What an adventure. Your magic carpet just takes you higher and higher. Take deep breaths in and out, feeling free, feeling relaxed, completely relaxed. Just breathe in and out. It's wonderful. You feel so relaxed. And you're just enjoying this wonderful relaxation. The pure light flow into your body as you are in the sky. You start feeling relaxation in your arms and legs. Your legs and arms start to feel easy. You are more relaxed, more comfortable. Release your body and its held to God, showing gratitude for being fearfully and wonderfully made. As thoughts arise, let them go without any judgment or reaction. Just simply notice the thoughts and let them go. Just let them go. When you find yourself distracted by your thoughts, repeat the Greek word airo, airo, meaning lifts up. Just let them go. Remember the power of now, what you desire to do and what you can do today and now. What it is that you desire. See it, feel it, touch it. This constant moment in your time, the high moment of your time. Just master your attention. Keep your eyes on the road. See it, feel it, and hold it. Be open. Always give yourself that one word mantra, which brings you back to your stillness. Release any distraction to God, knowing that your actions will be supported. Then return to stillness. Enjoy the moment of now. When you feel like this meditation is complete for you, gently start opening your eyes and taking another cleansing bath, recognizing the now. And taking a nice big stretch, welcoming all the power from the sky, and making sure that you are ready for our Rosenberg exercise. Now it's our turn to take our head to the right. Just turn your head to the right. And keep on breathing. And slowly back to the front. Now let's turn your head to the left. And breathe. And slowly back to the front. Try to reach the sky, which has no limits. Making a nice chair from your hands for your head. Remember, we don't move our head just with our eyes. Let's take a look at our right elbow. Bring your side back to the front. And now let's take your side on the left. Take a look at your left elbow and keep on breathing. Bring your side back to the front. And release your arms. Now we take our side on the right. Keeping your side on the right, start moving your head towards your right shoulder. Keeping your side on the right. And slowly back up. Taking your side on the left. Keeping your side on the left, you start slowly moving your head towards your left shoulder. Keeping your side on the left. And slowly back up. Now we do it vice versa. Take our side on the right. Keeping your side on the right, start moving your head towards your left shoulder. Keeping your side on the right. Remember breathing. And slowly back up. Taking your side on the left. Keeping your side on the left, start slowly moving your head towards your right shoulder. Keeping your side on the left. And slowly back up. Up your hands or the warm or the mouth. And just put it under your eyes, on your cheeks. Feel the warmth, feel the love, and just feel the present moment of here and now. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful week.
Thank you, Edina. And the power of the now, even with your rough voice, has given you a beautiful voice to guide us through this meditation. Thank you very much. I owe you the end, or let's say not the end, but the current state of the story with my client. On Saturday evening, I had an email from him, and he thanked me for the conversation, and he said, I contacted my publisher who published my book in 2004, and I told him that I want to reissue a new edition and rewrite the book. Isn't that a beautiful story? I wish him really, really well and really, really luck. And I'm really curious what happens when the book comes out. So that's a little bit for the future. And I break the rule and I dive a little bit into the past. Just a question, what has happened during the last week for you? Helena, I remember you made something come true last week, which was a kind of an ambition of a lifetime, a conference.
Considering who was sitting around the table, the issue of a lifetime is a little bit too high. In fact, we had the same people around the table, only in a new composition, means with the same mindset and struggling with the same issues. So even if I preparing this with the others decided not to speak up, I hold back about 5 minutes. But I got 2 beers for free afterwards from my colleagues, and they were really happy that I had done the bad guy in the meeting. It's very difficult to get to the core of justice ministry. You're not yet there.
It sounds like you get anything from or everything from the justice ministry, but no justice, right?
Not critical thinking, I would say it more modestly.
Okay.
But as you told, I wrote it down, attention is an effort, not a cause. And we see them next Tuesday again, somehow with our General Assembly. It's quick paced, and I will check on what the attorneys got out of this. But yes, it was more funny than useful, finally. But at least it was funny. Thank you for asking for the feedback. I will go there again in 3 days.
Christina, how did you enjoy your first morning here? And more important, what did you do with your dog? Because your dog all of a sudden became silent. Did your dog do the slow eye movements as well?
Well, I keep him in the kitchen, and I don't know. He started barking. I don't know why. Now I'm gonna check what was going on. And my first time here, well, it was quite curious, very nice. Yes.
Yeah.
So you do that every morning, every
Monday morning, and we do it every Monday morning since January 2021, except Easter Monday and Christmas or something, yeah. But we do it around 48 to 50 times a year, yeah.
Very good job. Thank you very much.
Well, Miriam, are you still in Vienna or back to Barcelona?
Hi, Walter. Hi, everybody. I got back to Barcelona on Thursday and happy to enjoy the sun and the beautiful weather, even though I'm not joining in the public holiday today.
So you're working?
I'm working.
So
there's no public holiday in China, so I'm working.
Is there? Okay, yeah. I wonder, are there any public holidays in China
Yes,
at all?
Yes.
Okay, right. They're just different.
Yeah. So on Friday last week, we had Dragon Boat Festival. So I wasn't working on Friday, so it kind of balances out.
Right. Okay, so, well, you have a beautiful week ahead, and all the things, all the big fish you're going to catch. Victoria, all the best with your thesis. Enrica, you're in the starting block to get started for a fantastic week.
Yeah, I hope so.
Well, whatever you do, use this power of the now and pick up all the opportunities along the way. Stay safe, stay well, and come back next Monday and bring some friends along. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Walter.
Bye-bye.
Have a great week,
Thank you very much.
Nice week.